No yoga robots. Take your left foot and extend it around to the right side. Go up high. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist and extend it over to the right side. And focus on your breath this morning. We have 20,000 chances during the day to return to our present moment, and that's by using our breath. Take a deep breath in and out. Our mind often wanders from past to future, and it never stays in the present moment. Only with our breath can we allow us to get back there fairly quickly. Reset to the front, Tadasana. Now we're going to go up high, and then we're going to shake it all the way down towards the mat. First forward fold, and walk it out. Notice how it feels this morning. Go left to right and bend your legs. Don't be stiff here. Ragdoll your head down. Take your arms and sway left to right if that's what feels good. Come up halfway. And then take your hands to the mat. And we're going to come down into a tabletop. And we're going to stretch our wrist here and wake them up. We're going to go forward. We're going to go back. Go forward. And go back. And breathe. Focus on your breath here. And remember why you showed up to your mat. Now we're going to take our hands left to right, and we're going to make sure that there's not much space in between them here. And we're going to rotate 2 circles to the left. Notice how that weight distributes over our wrist. We don't want to go into yoga without stretching them. Go back to reverse your circle now. Turn your hands back towards you. Go forwards and backwards. And forwards. Now reset, tabletop. Take your right arm up to the sky. Bring it down, and we're going to thread it through your left and bring your right ear to the mat. Bring your left forearm to the mat. Kick your left foot up high. Hold it here, 3 long breaths. Make sure your toes are pointing towards the mat here to keep your hips rounded towards the front. Keep correct alignment. Breathe in and out. Reset your knee. Push up on your left arm. Reset tabletop. Now we're going to come up high with our left arm and thread the needle. Once you have your forearm on the mat and your left ear on the mat, you can extend your right leg up high. You're going to breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Reset your right knee to the mat. Push up on your right arm. Unfold. Move like you love yourself this morning. No yoga robots here. Swish left to right with your hips. Now we're going to set up for some cat-cows. Take a deep breath. Look up and exhale. Extend down. Your gaze should be down. Let's flow with our breath here into cat-cows. Reset, tabletop. Now we're going to do a few balancing tabletops. when we call out our side, your arms always lead that side. So when we say left side, we're going to start with our left arm out and our right arm out, right leg out. And we're going to breathe and focus. 2 deep breaths here. Then we're going to start our crunches. 5. 1, 2, 3. Deep breaths here. 4, 5. Reset. Go left, right on your hips. Now extend your right arm out and your left leg out to follow. 2 long breaths here. And crunch. One more. Reset. Now we're going to take our arms out a little bit further on the mat, and we're going to come into a puppy posture here. Our head and our front of our body is going to sink down on the mat. Our forearms will come down to touch, and our heads will touch. If your heads don't come all the way to the mat, that's okay. Be where you are today and breathe and focus on your breath. Breathe in and out. In and out. Then we're going to come back up to tabletop and reset. Then we're going to set up. Take both our hands to the left side of our mat. And we're going to set up for lizard pose. Bring your right foot up as many steps as it needs to get there. Take your left leg back until it feels comfortable. And then roll your right leg out until you're on the outer edges of your foot and come down onto your forearms. And feel that stretch. And breathe. If you sit a lot during the day, this is excellent for you to do midday, just to make sure that you're keeping your body in correct alignment and you're not getting all stowed up throughout your day. Great hip opener here. One more deep breath. Push up onto your hands, tall. Reset your foot, roll back onto it flat, then push it back to tabletop. Then we're going to take our right knee, fold it out to the outer edge of our mat, and we're going to come up onto our right side into a side plank. And we're going to breathe in and out. In and out. Now we're going to reset back to tabletop. Take your hands to the right side of the mat. We're going to set up for lizard on the left side. Take your left leg and roll it out. Push your right leg back to comfort. And go down on your forearms if that feels good. And if your head goes to the mat, allow it. If it doesn't, be where you are and breathe. And stay in the present moment. Breathe in and out. Remember 3 things that we're grateful for today. And let's give thanks for those things. Breathe in and out. In and out. Push up on your hands and reset. Roll back onto your foot. Move like you love yourself today. Now we're going to go forward and go into our first plank. Your gaze is forward. 2 breaths here. Come down as low as you can to the mat. Baby cobra. And gaze is left. Right. Now we're going to push up strong to our first downward dog. Pedal it out. Notice how your dog feels now. Wake up your dog. You can bring your dog to stillness after you wake it up and take 2 good breaths here. If your heels don't come to the mat, that's okay. Be where you are today and focus on your breath. Take your right leg up high. Bend your right knee. Extend it over to the left side of your mat. Come up onto your fingertips on your right side. If that feels good, extend that hip opener. 2 deep breaths here. Bring your hand back to the mat. Bring your foot back to touch. Pedal it out. Take your left leg up high. Stretch. Bend your knee, take it to the right side. Be where you are today and focus on your breath and stay in the present moment. Reset. Now step, take baby steps all the way to your hands as slow as you can. Forward fold. Pedal it out here, ragdoll your head, sway left to right. Come up halfway. Take it back down. 1 deep breath here. Fold your belly into your knees and come up strong to Tadasana, mountain pose. Take your hands down by your side. Reset. Make any adjustments you may need. Then we're going to take our right foot forward and our left foot back. And we're going to set up for warrior 1 to the front. We're going to sink down into our warrior this morning. Now bring your hands out, cactus arms to the side. We're going to take a flow here of 3. We're going to come down with our hands, come forward. And allow our breath to lead us. Go out cactus, come down, and forward. Cactus, down, forward. Reset. Cactus arms. Take your right arm to the mat. Your left arm up high. And stretch. Take your left arm to the mat. Kick your left foot back. Strong plank. We're going to chaturanga. Go down as low as you can to the mat with no belly flops. And we're going to push back into Balasana, child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat. And feet to touch. Push your sit bones as far back as you can into your heels. And your fingertips to the front of the mat. And breathe. 3 long breaths here. One more deep breath. Reset. Tabletop. Push back up to plank. We're going to chaturanga and meet into a downward dog. Your chaturangas are strength builders. You can skip them and meet in downward dog. And pedal it out here. Now we're going to take our right leg up high. And we're going to plant it in between our 2 hands. And we're going to set up for warrior on the right side. And we're going to come up strong. And breathe. And focus on your breath. Notice if your knee is stacked over your ankle and you can see your toes. We want to be able to view our toes in this. Take your hands out, cactus arms. We're going to take our flow on the right side now. Take your hands down, forward, and up. Cactus arms down, forward, and up. Reset. Take your left arm to the mat and your right arm to the sky. And focus on your breath.
Straighten that arm towards the sky. There you go.
Bring your arm to the mat. Reset. Take your right foot back. Let's chaturanga. We're going to meet in child's pose, Balasana. Come up, baby cobra, and then push back. Your knees are hip width apart or together, whatever feels good for you. And we breathe. And we focus. Come up strong to tabletop. We're going to thread the needle one more time from tabletop. Take your left arm up high. Bring it and thread it down to the mat. Come up high with your right leg if that feels good to you. Focus on your breath. Reset.
I can't go much more.
Okay. Let's take it to the other side. Raise your right arm and thread the needle. Push up with your left arm. And then we're going to flip our burgers after this and go into some back postures. And take it to corpse. And breathe. Focus on your breath. You got this. Your mind gives up way before your body does. Reset. Bring your knee back to the mat. Come up strong on your left arm. On your right. Switch your legs to one side. Come over to your seated position. Here we're going to come into easy pose. And we're going to breathe. And we're going to focus on our breaths here. And we're going to take 5 circles with our head to the right. We're going to draw circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come into stillness. Now let's take it to the left side. Notice if you feel things popping in your neck. Just how it feels this morning. And as we continue to allow our yoga to grow, allow how it feels in a week from now. Come to stillness. Take your left arm out to the side of the mat. Take your right arm up high and grab your head and just tilt it to the right a little. Just gentle tugs. And breathe. Reset. Let's take our right arm out and go up with our left arm and just give it a gentle nudge to the left. And breathe. Now we're going to take our legs out in front of us. Bring your right leg in and extend it over to the left side. Now, your gaze is you're going to go up high and lengthen with your spine, and you're going to shift over to your right. And your outer elbow is going to grab that right knee, and your gaze is going to be over your right shoulder.
Inhale, extend the spine.
Inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, sink into the fold, the twist. And breathe, 3 long breaths here. And focus on the present moment. One more deep breath. Let's reset, back to front. Take your legs out long, windshield wiper them if you need to. Bring your left knee in, squeeze it into your chest, and then extend it over to that right side, right over your knee. Extend your spine up tall and take your twist into the left. And breathe. In. And out. Deep breath here. And reset to the front. Now we're going to come onto our backs. As low as we can. We can take our slow as we can without falling. Take our gaze and our hands out to the front and come down as low as you can without falling. And then allow yourself to sink into the mat. And I'll just plop down. And windshield wiper your feet right to left. Now we're going to set up for some bridge. Sadhu Bandha Sarvangasana. Take your feet in as close as you can to where your heels, you can extend your fingertips and touch your heels. Now we're going to take our hands out, press them down on the sides of our mat, and we're going to engage our core, our heels, and push up and breathe. Push up high as you can. Notice if your knees are trying to come apart. You keep them engaged. You can interlace your hands behind if that feels good. And breathe. In peace and out loud. And the 2 most important muscles in your body today is the corners of your mouth lifting up. You got this. One more deep breath here. Release your fingertips, bring them back to the thigh, and release your palms to the mat. Windshield wiper your knees to the left and to the right. Now we're going to go take our hands out, cactus arms or stadium arms, and take our legs all the way to the right. You can gently put your right hand on top of your left knee if that feels good, to give it a gentle extra time. These supine twists are amazing for our inner organs. Breathe. Come back to center. And take it to the left side. And breathe. Your gaze should be to your right. And your left arm can be gently on top of your right knee. And we breathe. In and out. back to the center. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big old hug. You can rock left to right here if that feels good. Now take your legs out long. We're going to bring our right knee in and extend our right foot on top, right above our left knee. And we're going to come up to thread the needle. Bring your left leg up tall. And take your arms through the opening and give yourself a gentle tug back. And you can rock back and forth. Massages your lower lumbar here. And you can breathe. Breathe in, deep breaths. And out. In. And out. One more deep breath here. And reset. Take your right leg out. Bring your left knee in to your chest and then fold your left foot above your right knee and pull it up. And thread the needle. And do what feels good here. No yoga robots. If stillness feels good, be there. If rocking gentle left to right feels good, massage that lower back. Now we're going to reset. Both legs out long. Now we're going to rock up and grab the back of our legs when we do this. And we're going to rock up and set up for both. If you got there on one turn, great. If you didn't, rock a couple of times. And if this feels good, this is your reset spot. You go out strong on your side. Then we're going to breathe deep here and bring our hands to Namaste. We go from left and right. And modifications for both is here. And you go from left to right. Reset. And we're going to take our legs out long. And come down to our backs. And set up for Savasana, corpse pose, doing this. Windshield wiper your feet left to right, do what feels good here. Allow your body to come into stillness here. And thank yourself for showing up for yourself today. This is a restorative pose. I suggest you stay here at least 2 long minutes. As long as your body allows or your day. And breathe in and out. In and out. Bring your hands together and Namaste to your chest, to your heart, or to your third eye. The inner light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Now, if you'd like to have a little freestyle moment, now's the time. Your body's very limber and can do those things. If headstand is in your practice, or a little crow.